You may recognize soon as you see their face. But we go back a little bit of time, and I just reached out because I see this person is doing a lot of things on social media, being very vocal about a lot of things, using their platform. So I was like, "Hey, can you do my show?" And they was like, "Bet, let's do it." So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program the one and only Miss Claudia Jordan. Look at you.
Hi. What's up? How you doing, Lamont?
Mic situated. Okay.
What happened?
Premise. Did you turn the mic thing on? Hold on, let's see.
Can you hear me?
You got to fix your settings.
My what?
Can you hear me?
I can
Wait a
hear
minute, wait a
you.
minute.
You can't hear me? Hold on.
Oh,
Let me
here we
see
go.
what I
It
got
was
here.
me though. It was me. Hold on, I gotta stop this share
Oh,
screen.
so you was trying to me, but you was trying to me. You was
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
me.
I had the shit turned down. My bad. What's good with you?
What's up? How you doing?
Ain't too much. You ain't quarantining.
Sorry, I'm
You
in
in
the
the whip.
car.
Yeah, you in the whip.
I'm in the whip. My boyfriend's a realtor, and I'm looking to buy to move. And then he's also showing clients. And after being in the house for 2 months straight, like I'm like, I want to go. So I just want to get out the house.
Are you
So
going
yeah, I'm
y'all
out
going
shooting.
showing houses together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's big
Yeah.
though.
How you doing?
I've been living, man. Can't complain. You know what I mean? Just maintaining. You always in real estate though. You always. I remember a few years ago, last time we talked, you were like in the property game, heavy.
Yeah, then the crash happened. I lost everything, and
Oh,
I lost $1 million in real estate in 1 month.
oh no, I missed that one.
Oh yeah, I was depressed.
Yeah,
Yes, I went through it, and so now this is still part of me building it back up. So I feel whole when I get back in the real estate game. So I rented for a while. Now I'm getting back, saved my money. I cut a lot of stuff that I didn't need to do. I think we waste a lot of money to impress other people,
yeah,
and I've never really, my boyfriend's like, "You really don't shop." I'm like, "I know. I saved my money so I could. I will waste money on some bullshit." Gambling though, but I'm not
right.
buying expensive bags and none of that
Yeah.
nonsense.
Now, is that just a wise mindset? Does that come with age, or that's the way you always been?
Always been like that. Never really tripped on those kind of things. I guess I always felt like I didn't need to do that to be accepted or to feel like I was popping. Like I felt like my mind will do that for me, or my personality,
Right,
or saving money to make smart moves like buying real estate at a young age. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Investing. I'm invested in the stock markets, medicinal marijuana in Illinois. We have a dispensary and a cultivation center that I invested in. So like, I see, a lot of times us, and I mean us as Black folks, sometimes because we don't grow up with, sometimes we grow without. When
Right,
we get older to a certain age, we feel like we got to stunt on everybody and show them I got it. We tend to wear all our wealth. Some of us will wear our wealth, and it's like,
right.
okay, when that chain is gone or that bag is out of season, are you renting with a bunch of people? Do you have anything set up for your future? And I just want more of us to start thinking like that. Not that I'm, you know, reinventing the wheel. It's just common sense, And I feel like a lot of times our parents were in a position to put us in position, so we got to do it.
So with the real estate situation, is it, if you don't mind, are you going about it differently? Are you still in the owner game, or you just in the, I'm trying to put pieces on the board. I'm trying to get these properties and
So both. I was in Texas for a while for a radio show, and I don't do that anymore. But I think that I want this to be my base. It's one of the fastest growing cities in America, Dallas. So I'm like, okay, there's a move to be made here.
mm,
I said before I bought at peak. Now I'm buying in when things are on the rise. I just feel like my residents, when you're paying rent, you're paying to finance somebody else's dreams.
right,
You're paying for their mortgage. Like you're helping them own that property by helping the property owner pay their mortgage off. So we need to do that for ourselves.
right,
That, and then you could pick up some investment properties for $100,000, $80,000 homes. They may not be in the best neighborhoods. They may need some work, but go ahead and buy that and put a few dollars. Like you can get a real low interest loan, a cheap right now, and get you a little extra 20. The house is worth 80,000. Get you a loan for 100. Put that 20 into it. You don't even feel it. The
yeah,
payment of 100,000 is like $600, $700. People don't know
yeah.
that. Let someone else pay that off every month, and then you sell that, and it's like you didn't even put 100,000, but you're gonna cash out. Like
Now I see a lot of people on social media, like you get those ads where it's the guy talking about just, join me. I just bought a multi-property, take my master class. And, how valid is some of the information that they're giving out for free out there? How valid is some of that?
I don't know. Like, you got to just do your research, I guess. I mean, or just work with people because people are trying to, I will say, because of the crisis and the tragedies and the pandemics, you will have a lot of good things come out of it, but there'll be a lot of people that are figuring out new ways of scamming people too. So just rock with someone ask someone that you respect for tips. These people that, be careful.
Yeah. Do your research, basically.
Yeah. Are you in DC?
Yeah, I'm in Maryland, right outside.
We'll be out there for the march. I'll be out there August 28th.
Oh, 28th, word. Okay. All right. How you been dealing with it though? How you been dealing with the quarantine? I mean, even before the protests, there was a 3-month situation where everybody was out the way. How did you manage?
It's crazy because 2020 was setting up to be like the best year ever financially and like work wise. Like I got this Fox Soul show, then I got this like multi-year contract with VH1 hosting all the reunions, and I was like, damn, I like that. It just fell in my lap, and I'm thinking this is about to be the best year of my career, and I did one reunion and then everything got shut down. My best friend got corona. She lost 4 people in her family. I can't complain because I'm able to still work and haven't skipped a beat as far as like I'm still able to buy groceries. I'm still able to pay my bills. But then I see people that are really out here begging for $30 for groceries for their kids because they have no other choice. There's so many people that didn't get the stimulus check or didn't have no savings, And I feel for other people. Like that part has been depressing for me, but I kind of really feel bad complaining. So I won't complain, but I can't wait for us to get back. I don't know. If it's even possible to get back to normal. It might not even be at this point. It is depressing though. I think it's very important to reach out to your friends and still have conversations because you could just be in the house just depressed by yourself.
Yeah, and just mentally ill. Mental illness is eating away at you and nobody will ever know it.
Yeah.
Now I keep seeing you show up on my timeline, and I've known you for a handful of years, and a lot of people think they know you and they know your face, but you've been a brain. You've been a brain. And so now I see you being real vocal on social media, real active. Your activism hat is really, really shining these days. What led you to that point?
Always been like that. It's just people are noticing more now. That's all. Ever since, we can go back to college before anyone knew who I was. I was in the Black Student Alliance. When the Rodney King verdict hit in California, I was going to school in Ohio. And people don't know this, but I used to work for the newspaper in Baldwin Wallace was a college I went to in Berea, Ohio. And I put together a nonviolent protest event at my school. We only had like 50 Black people there. It was all white people, but I felt like it needed to be done. Like us 50 people matter too. So we had an event where we had a few speakers, and I put it together, me and this brother, and I was so proud of it, right? The white kids were like, I'm glad someone did this because after the verdict, not everybody agreed with the police officers being let free, but all Black folks were like angry at white people. And it was an event where we could get stuff off our chest, how we're feeling marginalized and how they can ask questions. It was a success, right? Felt so good about it. Go back to my dorm room. The next day I leave for my track meet, get back home. I had an answer machine, press the little old school button, and it was a message from the Klan. It was like, you Black, can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Black nigger bitch, we're gonna come kill you, and we know where you are, and your room number is your phone number. So for me, I've been a part of this, like standing up for Black folks and for defending us, and calling out the bullshit since that was what, 93.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I always worked in journalism. I care about the truth. When we were younger, my mother, she bought us encyclopedias back in 1984. So I would read encyclopedias every night, and I would just be versed on just be well read. I didn't really know. I don't really rock with fiction, like fairy tales and all that kind of stuff. I'm more about what really happened and facts.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I get attacked. They put me on the Breitbart side a couple times. And all the Trumpers and the right, the extreme right, They be hitting me up sometimes talking this shit. I'm like, whatever, come see me.
But you a few years ago, you was playing around with the idea of doing stand up, which I was like completely rooting for. And I seen you tested it out a couple times, and I feel like that would have been a hell of a way to go. Because comics, we get to say what most people can't. So that would have been an easy way to get that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not too late, and I hosted a few comedy shows, and I did a little bit, and I was at the roast of Dennis Robb, and I did that, and I liked it. But I give you guys all the credit. I had to get my confidence up for a while before I went on and did it, and then once I did, I'm like, you got to get back on stage right away. I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
you can't take breaks. Ain't no breaks.
No, and now I took a long time away from it, but it's just getting up there and talking your shit, your truth, and look at the impact that comedians are making. Look at Dave Chappelle with his 846, and just like, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, it's time. It's in between selling houses and showing
right?
and showing. All right, what you think about let's hit some of the news headlines from today. What do you think about the whole because a lot of companies are coming out making apologies, and I for one, I'm boycotting the apologies. Like, the apologies mean absolutely nothing to me. These big statements. I turn on the TV and the channel, the profile in the channel is an apology. Like Hulu got one, and Amazon, and then today Netflix, the husband and wife behind Netflix, donated 120 million to they split 40 million apiece to the UNCF, Morehouse, and Spelman, which is a big deal. Not taken away from it, but it's like 115 other Black HBCUs, but these apologies, like the one Oklahoma State coach who apologized for wearing a T-shirt because his player said, "We're not playing for you because you're on the bullshit." And then this morning, he had a right-wing radio show that he listened to. He went fishing with his family, wore the shirt, took a picture, posted online. One of his players was like, "Oh nah, I knew you was on that bullshit. That makes me uncomfortable. We're not playing for you this year." So then he had a whole press conference apologizing. And people are saying, what he wears on his own time, and he shouldn't have had to apologize. And I'm like, all that, it's too late for all of that. Like, we're not hearing none of that now. At least I'm not.
What he wears in his own time. Let's just flip the script for 1 second, shall we?
There we go.
I'm gonna say something real quick. People are gonna get mad at me for this, but whatever. We all know, okay, Black folks and Jewish folks have been through some disgusting, violent treatment in this world, right? With the Holocaust and slavery, and they're comparable, right? As far as like tragedy and murders and just disgusting. We know better than to wear anything that would support anything that has to do with making fun of, not taking it seriously, being insensitive. What we just know this, right? Why does everybody else know to not do that? But with Black people, for some reason, our pain is just like, it's something that they can make fun of.
That we'll just get over.
Not take it seriously. And all they do is say sorry. Imagine if we would make an insensitive comment or wear a T-shirt that supported a pro-Nazi show or had a stove on it or some other very poor, like really horribly, like,
insensitive message. Yeah.
We would be canceled in business. Like, it would be a wrap.
Yeah.
White folks, yes, they are saying sorry, and they need to say sorry, because a lot of times, and I just hope it's not just on trend. It feels like it's a little bit in style right now.
Right. Yeah.
But let's take it though. Let's let them apologize.
Let's
let them spend their money.
They can keep apologizing and donating. Yeah, but the apologies, I'm like, it's not going like they making it like it's so hard to deal now. I'm like, you can deal with it. We've dealt with it. You can deal with it. You can deal with it. Yeah. Like everything is so difficult now. Is white oppression and just dealing with so much. We're under attack.
They're oppressed. Can you tell me what TV network that we own that we're oppressing them with the media and the messages, or what corporations that we are running, what industries we're running to oppress their white tears? How are we oppressing them? We're not oppressing them. We're holding them accountable, but they've never been held accountable, so it feels like oppression to them, because they're like, why can't we say the N-word? Or oh my God, I can't say, it's not fun for us anymore. God damn, it ain't been fun for us either.
Now I know you got I know you got to run, but what do you think about the Aunt Jemima? So Aunt Jemima got removed from the box, and then Uncle Ben followed up. They said we taking Uncle Ben off. Now breakfast is woke. We got to get new syrup. Got to get some woke syrup, woke waffles, and woke rice. Do you think that's too much, or everything must go? Everything.
It was a bit much. I was like, okay, Aunt Jemima syrup is bomb though.
Yeah. Like what you gonna call it? What you gonna call it now?
We rename it?
Yeah.
Is it what's hypocritical? If you leave it, yeah, I guess we can't leave it, right?
Yeah,
Uncle Ben it does give me like slavery vibes. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, what are we doing? And maids and all that kind of stuff. Promoting those images are not really great, you know. And I feel like it's something that people make fun of.
Yeah.
You know, and this awakening happened in the LGBTQ community a few years back, where it went from people used to make fun, and it was politically, it wasn't like that frowned upon. Like in media, people would say the F word, all kinds of things. Then all of a sudden, it was an uprising, and all kind of laws got passed. And guess what? You can't say shit about anybody in the LGBTQ community.
Because it worked. The movement worked. Y'all do y'all thing, handle your business, make that money. I appreciate you stopping by on the show. We'll make sure we set up and we have you back on.
Anytime, Lamont, I got you.
Appreciate it. Well, y'all enjoy yourself.
Congrats to you.
Likewise. All right, I'll holla. Claudia Jordan, ladies and gentlemen, formerly of Deal or No Deal, Price is Right, Real Housewives of Atlanta, doing big things out there. Appreciate it for stopping through. Trying to tell y'all, man, the show just Let's Go Live is official. It's a real thing. So do what you can to tune in whenever you hear that the show is going live. It may not be on these platforms for too much longer. So I just appreciate y'all for being there when it launched, when it kicked off. I stayed up last night and I started my the Patreon, right? And I was like, that might be the thing. So for y'all, people that's been with us for the first 3 weeks, I may have to do a little special thing where we just roll y'all over to the Patreon for the frizzy, and then we jump it off like that. Y'all can get inside. That way, this content is gonna be like, hey, you seen the show? Nah, I ain't heard. What's it on? Well, you got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. But yeah, she was in The Apprentice too. She definitely was. She's very well rounded. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't give her credit because you only see so much when you're playing the Hollywood game. So you don't get a chance to show those real sides of you. But as we've seen this between the lockdown and the protests and this new civil rights movement that's taking place right now, a lot of people showing their ass. You know what I mean? In a good way. So that's what's up. I'm glad she took the time out to mess with